In a move that feels deliberately aimed at Donald Trump, President Joe Biden has slapped Trump in the face with a 1953 law to block offshore drilling across 625 million acres. This is a decision that will protect areas along the east and west coasts, the eastern Gulf of Mexico, and Alaska's North Bering Sea. And with Trump, of course, set to return to office in under 2 weeks now, this is not accidental timing. This is a direct challenge by President Biden to Donald Trump. Biden's not just protecting coastlines here, he's making it legally and politically painful for Donald Trump to roll back environmental protections. I'm going to explain why. President Biden said that this decision about safeguarding the environment for future generations is critical. He said drilling off these coasts could cause irreversible damage. And of course, it's true. But there is a subtext here that is clear, which is that Biden knows what Trump plans to do. And Biden knows that this move is going to really frustrate Donald Trump's plans to do more oil and gas, which has been central to Trump's agenda. And by invoking this, which is the Outer Continental Shelf Lands Act, Biden is essentially daring Trump to try to undo it. Now, Joe Biden is right. We don't even need this drilling. And this is the critical part of it. The United States has been moving towards and has the technology to move even further towards renewable energy. We're talking about solar, wind, other clean technologies. They can replace fossil fuels. This is not a problem of capability. The right loves to say, we don't have enough sun, we don't have enough wind, what happens at night, what happens when it's not windy. We have answers to all of these questions. Part of the answer is just one single word. It's called batteries, but there is more to it. Mostly, it's a question of political will. And when Biden does this, it's a reminder that what's possible is very different from what Republicans tell us when we have the political will to do it. Now, Donald Trump's incoming press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, says that this is a decision that is a disgraceful act of political revenge. Trump said that it's ridiculous and said he's going to reverse it. But a key detail is that the way Joe Biden did this is designed to resist political challenge. It's not guaranteed to work. But the idea here is that the law Biden used to protect these 625 million acres doesn't include an easy way to reverse it. Trump would actually need Congress to go and rewrite it, which is a long process. It's an uncertain process. Even with Republicans controlling the House and Senate, it is still not going to be something you can do easily. And it once again puts Donald Trump in a very difficult position because Trump can, and he will, complain about Joe Biden's decision a lot, but undoing it is still going to take time and effort no matter how much he complains. And that's, of course, the point. Joe Biden is making this decision as a sort of parting shot. It's a final reminder that the fossil fuel agenda of Donald Trump is just out of step with the realities of climate change. And Biden knows the U.S. can't afford to ignore the risks of oil spills, the rising sea levels, the continued pollution. And by locking down these 625 million acres, he's drawing a line in the sand. Now, Trump has a way to go beyond that line. Trump can certainly mess that line up, but it's going to take some work. And it's about more than just protecting the environment. It's about highlighting the contrast between the two administrations. Biden protecting hundreds of millions of acres, Trump gleefully saying he's going to undo all of it. And it is not a subtle move. Now, for Trump, this is more than just an environmental policy to reverse. This is something that Trump is now going to have to deal with more directly by saying, I so do not care about the climate change implications. I so am opposed to the green energy revolution, which, by the way, I guess Elon Musk and Trump would not be on the same page with regard to. This is a decision that highlights that these are two people who are really far apart. So it's a calculated slap in the face to Trump. It is designed specifically to frustrate Trump's fossil fuel agenda. Of course, there are right-wingers saying it's just politics. It's just Biden doing something to anger Trump. Well, it's Biden doing the right thing. The fact that it angers Trump should be a reminder of how broken Trump's view on the environment is. And Joe Biden is simply doing the right thing. Is this going to be part of Biden's legacy that he'll be remembered for 50 or 100 years from now? No, probably not. But if it does a little bit to frustrate Trump's broken fossil fuel agenda, I'm all for it. Well, I wrote a book after a long journey and a ton of work. I am really thrilled with how it turned out, and I hope you'll read it. The book is called The Echo Machine, and in a nutshell, it looks at how American politics got so broken, who has already figured out solutions, and how we can try to fix it and stop the terror of Trump for the next 4 years. With Trump winning this election, The Echo Machine couldn't be more relevant, not only a warning about how we got here, but also about what might be coming and how to prevent the worst outcomes. We've got to stay engaged. We need a plan, and that's what the book is about. There's a belief out there that unless you have corporate media behind you, you can't have a successful political book launch, that it's not possible. I think we can prove that wrong. Order The Echo Machine today at davidpakman.com/echo on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, anywhere that books, ebooks, and audiobooks are sold. You can also call any local bookstore and say, please order me The Echo Machine by David Pakman. Wherever you get the book, you'll get the free pre-order perks, including the signed book plate. Head to davidpakman.com/free book stuff after ordering.